Do you see the picture of this white man? I challenge you to tell me what his name is. Maybe you can find his name by doing some extensive research, but everyday people will not know the name of this man. And the reason is that this man had an altercation with police and he's still alive. Last month, this man went on a rampage in Brea, California. And I'll give you a little history. Authorities said that they had responded to a call about a despondent man at a Highland motel in Los Angeles, the 700 block of South Brea Boulevard. And Brea is a suburb of Los Angeles. Anyway, when the officers arrived at the scene, they said the man fired at them through a door. He shot at police through a door. After being barricaded for several hours with SWAT outside the motel, the man was eventually shot with beanbags and tackled by SWAT. They put their lives in jeopardy to tackle this man who had shot at them. So apparently police officers are capable of de-escalating and arresting suspects, even people that shoot at them alive. But it seems that only applies to white people. Black people are routinely shot and killed even when they don't have a weapon. Now I say that because in the case of Terrence Crutcher, he was shot and killed, had no weapon, didn't shoot at police, didn't commit a crime, and he was dead within 5 minutes of interacting with police. Where this man, police waited him out for several hours. So they felt like they could take their time dealing with this man, but they couldn't spend any time dealing with Mr. Terrence Crutcher. Same situation applies to the situation in Charlotte, where Mr. Lamont Scott interacted with police for possibly all of 5 minutes, and he was shot dead. No attempt to de-escalate. They perceived the threat and acted upon it immediately by the use of deadly force. Now, this white man, who we don't know, he used deadly force against the police. But for some reason, they decided that they could wait him out for several hours and then shoot him not with bullets, but with beanbag rounds. They decided that they would be able to come into physical contact with him, tackle him to the ground, and arrest him. But the same privilege was not afforded to Mr. Terrence Crutcher. No weapon, hands in the air, couldn't be tased, or I take that back, was tased and shot, couldn't be shot with a beanbag round. All those officers that were there, they could have waited. There were plenty of officers that arrived on the scene. They couldn't tackle him to the ground. No, they had to shoot him. See, this is a bunch of bullshit. In 2015 alone, police officers killed 102 unarmed black people. This is 5 times the number of unarmed white people killed in the same year. So when they tell you that the cops kill more white people than black people, that's a lie. Furthermore, the statistics show that in 10 out of the 102 cases where they found a police officer was charged with a crime, let me rephrase that. In 102 cases where they found that a police officer was charged with a crime, only 10 resulted in a conviction. And even that number might be high. The question is, do black people have the right to be treated humanely by police? Or does that only apply to white Americans? Based on the numbers and what we have seen just throughout this year, that doesn't seem to be the case. Police have no problem gunning down unarmed black people who pay taxes for the most part, and those taxes go to pay for the salaries of police officers who are supposed to be there to protect and serve. They need to change their motto when they're dealing with black people. They need to change that motto to fear and shoot.